Hello Mila, hello Jack. Welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is Pingu and the Paper Plane. Pingu was giving his girlfriend Pengi a lift to school on his sledge. It was very exciting, speeding down the slippery slope. Whack, whack. But then, crash! The front of the sledge crunched into a pile of freshly fallen snow. Eek! Called Pingu as he span across the ice on his tummy. Ouch! Called Pengi, who did an amazing somersault and landed on her beak. Then, toot toot! It was Pengi riding his super duper ice scooter. He giggled when he saw what had happened. Pingu and Pengi thought their friend might stop to help them, but he didn't. Toot toot went his scooter again, and he was gone. Pingu felt very angry. You go on to school, he said to Pengi, and I'll come when I've pulled my sledge out of the snow. Pingu freed his sledge and raced to school so he wouldn't be late. He was sitting at his desk quietly working when something hit him on the head. It was a ball of scrumpled paper. Pingu looked up to see who'd thrown it, and he saw Pengi giggling. Pingu tore a piece of paper from his workbook, speedily folded it into a plane, and threw it at Pengi. It was bad luck that at that moment a big gust of wind blew. The wind carried the plane high into the sky, and then down, down into a helter-skelter swirl. It landed at the feet of Professor Pengi. Who threw this? Professor Pengi held up the plane so that everyone could see it. Not me, said Pengi. So who did? Asked the professor. Everyone was silent. Then Pengi pointed at Pingu. Pingu threw it, he said. I saw him. Is that true? Professor Pengi asked. Did you throw the plane, Pingu? No, said Pingu. Professor Pengi looked closely at Pingu's workbook. It had a page torn out of it. Said Professor Pengi. Professor Pengi told Pingu to stand in the corner for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, Pengi sat at his desk and pretended he was a very well-behaved penguin. It was boring standing in the corner. Pingu looked around. He saw Pengi's super-duper ice scooter and had an idea. While no one was looking, Pingu raced over to the scooter and undid one of the bolts on the front wheel. He threw the bolt as far as he could. It landed in the snow, never to be found again. Then he went back to his corner and smiled until Professor Pengi rang the bell for the end of school. Ding, ding, ding! As Pingu set off home, he heard Pengi offering Pinga a ride on his scooter. Ah, thought Pingu then. Oh no, he remembered that the front wheel was loose, and he almost called out for Pengi to stop. Crash! But it was too late. Pengi fell off the scooter and landed on her beak for the second time that day. Ouch, she said. Pingu laughed when he saw that Pengi wasn't hurt, and he laughed again when he saw how upset Pengi was about his scooter. It didn't look very super-duper anymore. Fancy a lift home? Pingu asked Pengi cheerily. Yes, please, she replied. I'm not going on that scooter again. Bye, they called to Pengi, and they were gone. But they hadn't gone very far when Pingu stopped his sledge. Do you think we should help Pengi? He asked. He was a bit naughty, replied Pengi, but I do feel sorry for him. Toot toot. So they went back and together worked out a plan for travelling home, and the plan worked very well indeed. The end. Bye-bye Mila, bye-bye Jack. See you soon. Bye.